Lisa here with the Nocturnal, and we are here live on the black carpet premiere for season 3 of Stranger Things, premiering on Netflix July 4th. So, congratulations on entering such a phenomenal series in season 3.
Thank you. It was amazing. It was like jumping on a train going 90. It was incredible. Not something that you do regularly, you know?
Well, definitely not, but I hear your audition, you're a reporter. Can you tell us a little bit about that role?
Yeah, Bruce is a bit of a snide, sarcastic kind of dude. He's got that personality. He's got that sense of humor from the '80s, that era where the workplace wasn't as even as it is now.
He's like a lovable misogynist, huh?
He's a lovable misogynist. Just like that old sort of the coach slaps the kids on the ass as they leave the locker room. It's like it's harmless, but yet on a certain level was harmful to some people in certain ways, and
of course.
It just kind of shows we've changed as a culture, and it's not like that anymore.
Well, I know you're not allowed. Last question. I know you're not allowed to give away any spoilers, right? But what's Bruce's hinge in? How's his relationship with Chief Hopper?
Well, Bruce, he's I'd say. I don't know. What is his hinge in? Well, he likes to give people a hard time.
Gotcha.
In a fun way. He likes to joke around with people. Yeah. And so that's his thing, his humor, his kind of, his humor that maybe he pushes it too far from time to time. Sorry, I can't think of anything fun and exciting. But Bruce, on the other hand, he has the fun and exciting things to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to
Thank
talk.
you.
Family Reunion on Netflix,
Yeah.
co-starring with Tia Mowry. Tell me about your new project.
Oh, it's a beautiful show. It's kind of a throwback to kind of Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, stuff like that. It's about the McKellen family. We moved from Seattle after I retired from the NFL, playing 15 years. We go to Georgia to live with my mother and my father, which are Loretta Devine and Richard Roundtree. So when we moved there, it's crazy, and all the craziness ensues because of the fact that we're kind of new school parents. We're liberal, and my parents are very conservative. So there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on, a lot of crying, a lot of laughing, a lot of both. So people can get a lot out of the show.
Crying and laughing, we can definitely get behind that. And it's good to see a return to old school TV.
Yeah, that's what we thought as we were filming it. Really enjoyed the fact that it was kind of a throwback to Family Matters, so it had that original sitcom feel, and we got to play a lot, and they let us do that. So that was the great part about this show.
I love that. And how was it working with Tia?
Oh, she's fantastic. The crazy thing is we didn't meet till the first day of filming. And everybody was kind of worried about chemistry, and we were like, will we wit? And as soon as we met each other, we were both goofy, and it just worked. So I think fans will see that on camera, that we kind of gelled really well and enjoyed kind of playing off of each other with the comedy.
I love that. A little, Claire and Cliff Huxtable tea, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I mean, I think we just appeared on People Together, and I was like, I sent her a message on Instagram, and I was like, ooh, we cute. We too cute.
I love that. So, last question. When can we expect this out?
This is out July 10th on Netflix, yes. So
Nice.
Family Reunion, July 10th on Netflix. Watch it.
Love it. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. See ya.
Oh my God! Thank you for seeing that.
So I'm a big fan from another period, and then I found out you were on Adult Swim Eagleheart,
Yeah.
and now you're in Fleabag,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Nice,
No,
nice,
I'm on
nice.
this.
Of course, now
I'm
you're
on
in Stranger Things.
everything. Isn't it great?
You know what? You're multifaceted.
I am very multifaceted. Thank you. I like that.
So tell me about your return on Stranger Things. How are you feeling about that with the 3rd season?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's. I'm really honored to be a part of it. It's crazy. Can't believe I'm here, and that I get to play such a fun character on such a great show.
Yeah, so I know season 3, it's been kept under wraps. Can you give us a little hint, a tidbit? Are you going to go full on Fleabag? Like, what's going to happen?
I wear glasses. I wear glasses. I'm bald.
Okay.
My hair's a little longer. My beard's a little longer.
He did say he was a lot of fun. Note that one. So what's next on the project? So you have Fleabag coming up. That actually ended filming. How was that with the end of filming for Fleabag season 2? I know your wife left you. That was,
On
her knees.
But I mean, again, it's like getting to work with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and those actors in the same way that getting to work with the Duffer Brothers and the actors on this. It's just, it's like I'm blessed. What can I, it's amazing.
Definitely. And between Fleabag and even Stranger Things, how much have is just your star power coming through? How much is it ad lib? How much do you stick to the script? Like, I just literally want to know because you're so authentic in every.
Oh,
role.
thanks. With both of these shows, it's word perfect. I don't improvise on it. Yeah, no, the writing you can't.
The writing is phenomenal.
so specific and like both like the Duffers and Phoebe like write such specific word that you want to get right. It's just such great writing. You want to get it perfect.
Well, you do it well. So last
you.
question: what's on the horizon?
I did this show called Mr. Mercedes, so
Okay.
that'll be coming out. Yeah.
Well, tell us about Mr. Mercedes.
I play a lawyer, and it's adapted from a Stephen King novel. It's written by David E. Kelley, and stars Brendan Gleeson. And it's in its third season, but it's been on DirecTV now, so nobody's watched it.
You know what? We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Check me out. Check me out on it.
Definitely will. Thank you so much for your time. We're here with the creative geniuses behind the soundtrack of Stranger Things. Everybody knows the plot's great, but the music, that soundtrack just kind of grabbed everybody. I have to ask you guys, what's on your current playlist right now? I saw your eyes, Papa.
I don't even have a current playlist right now.
do.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, I've been listening to a lot of random stuff, like a lot of old country right now, and then also like Lil Keed. I've been listening to a lot, and the YSL dudes, Strick, like all of those dudes. I like what they're doing, but also just anything that comes on is good,
What can we expect for the soundtrack for season 3? Are we moving into the 90s? Are we still deep in the synth-heavy 80s? Like, what can we expect?
I'm gonna wait for that to stop.
A lot of what we've already established, because we don't want the music to evolve with the same linear.
We're definitely not in the 90s.
It's not like an era.
We're definitely not in the 90s. Yeah, no.
The 90s were kind of crap anyway, so stay in the 80s.
There's some stuff. There's some stuff. I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so I have a lot. I'm fun. Yeah, I was born in '83.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
There was some weird stuff for sure. But that's in every decade for sure.
I guess the mainstream music wasn't. I still listen to "Swallowed" by Bush sometimes.
Which is good.
see, you hit it on the head. The mainstream music wasn't the best, but there was a lot of indie stuff going on that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's like Reflex Records and Warp Records and stuff was really influential, and I was probably listening to a lot of like hip hop and rap
Yeah, even
and
the radio stuff like
Outkast.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Outkast came out like that's 90s. That's
Oh, I consider that 2000. Okay, that's cheating, but okay.
For sure.
Outkast is 90s.
Cool Keith is 90.
Elliot, Cool Keith. Oh yeah, for sure. Man, yeah.
All right, well, I stand corrected. The 90s were cool. Okay, let me take things back. The 90s were cool.
Pack rap that everyone loves so much.
Yeah, Souls of Mischief, 93 to Infinity.
There you go.
All right, cool.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well thank you so much for...
Styles of Beyond, I don't
Yes,
know, like,
that was the track. Maybe you'll blow everybody's mind for season 6, Stranger Things. We'll bring it 93 to Infinity, you know?
we'll see. I mean, their kids might be, they might be that old by then.
It's bring it back, bring it back. First, I wanted what everybody's been asking about. Your role as Yusuf on When They See Us.
Yes.
It's powerful, it's gripping, it's amazing because I know this is you're early in your acting career, but you made such a giant splash in there. What type of preparation did you engage in to get the role?
Well, at first I didn't know anything about the case before I auditioned, actually. So when I got the audition, I did my research. I watched the Ken Burns documentary. I watched videos of Yusuf that I could find to see if he had any mannerisms and things like that.
Did you have a chance to talk to Yusuf?
I did, yeah. So at the table read is when I formally met him, which was a surreal experience. And then we had a little meeting where it was me, Ingenue, Yusuf, and Ava. And he gave us an insight on his relationship with his mother and his family and just how he was as a child in '89.
And after you filmed the scenes, because watching it on film, it's incredibly heartbreaking and moving. How did you actually stay in the zone without letting that overwhelming emotion and I would think hopelessness not overcome you every night? Like, how did you still stay Ethan, but also authentically Yusuf every night?
Well, you take it all with you every day. Every night you come home and you're like, God, like this, their lives were taken away from them as teenagers.
Yeah.
And that's something that's stuck with me before when I read it. It stuck with me when I met them at the table read. It stuck with me throughout filming, and it sticks with me now, because it's still happening to people, especially people of color. It's their child is being taken away from them just because of the color of their skin. And that's something that it of course, I stay Ethan, but it's just Ethan with new knowledge of how the world works, how the world treats people that look like me.
Got you. And Netflix is saying this is the #1 watch show that they've ever had. It is a heavy topic, but how does that make you feel to know that you are involved in such a momentous project, that your image is basically seared into everybody's collective consciousness and heart in America and around the world?
Overjoyed, honored, blessed to start, at least. Makes me just so happy that their story's finally been told the right way, in a way that they didn't have an opportunity to. The media didn't give them that chance in '89, and that's what this series gives them now. These were teenagers. They were boys. They were people of color, and their their childhood was taken away from them just because of that. And that's being shown to millions, and it's so well deserved. It's so long overdue. And it means the world to me that these men are finally getting the recognition and the love that they deserve.
Well, you definitely did their stories justice. You gave Yusuf's story so much life, just so many layers. What's next? What other story are you going to breathe life into? Anything coming up you're excited about?
I have a few things that, hopefully that end up working out. But I just would like to continue telling more important stories and just inspiring, and as we did with this series.
Well, without a doubt, you'll definitely continue to do that. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. All right. So now, Wu Assassins, tell us about the project.
Wu Assassins is it's an Asian American crime action drama. It has a mainly Asian American cast. The story, it's about identity, it's about family and what it means to be a foreigner and what it means to be in America as an immigrant. And but it has some of the most intense, insane action sequences ever caught on in a TV series. So yeah, I'm very excited to show that to the world. We worked very hard on it.
I love that. I know representation is important, and especially since Crazy Rich Asians have been, everybody's wanted to see a little bit more, but you've always been representing since the beginning. So tell us a little bit more about the family dynamic of the show. Where's the heart of the show at? We know you can do a kick-ass action sequence. Tell us about the heart.
Honestly, I think it was interesting because I think you're going to stick around for the performances, for the relationship dynamics. You know, obviously, the action you're going to see is like nothing else we've seen before. The style that we're doing, Silat, it's an Indonesian-style martial arts. It's very aggressive and fast-paced. We haven't seen that before in American cinema. So you're going to see a new style, but I think you'll stay for the relationship dynamics and the performances. So.
Okay. And also, just to give us a little sneak peek, first of all, when's it out?
I can't say the date.
Okay, coming soon.
Coming soon. This summer.
This summer, stay tuned. But just so give us a little taste. Is there anything particularly that you can share with us that kind of stuck out, or something that you were just like, all right, now we're moving along, now we're making history, but just a high of the series?
Yeah, I mean, I like you were saying, you know, with Crazy Rich Asians, it's a modern story, you know. I mean, this is a modern tale, but it takes place in Chinatown, and it has many different elements. I'm half Asian. We have Iko, who's literally a foreigner. We have Asian cast that has grew up here in America, and they feel like they're American. So it shows a lot of different dynamics about the experience, you know, of what it means to be an American and ethnic and a person of color in this country. So I think that's a really cool element to add to the action design, you know? So it's like, usually when you see an action film, you're just waiting for the action to come on. This has a story that is powerful, and the action is literally, it's almost like the B character in a way, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, that's different. That's different.
I have a movie coming out called Good Boys. It comes out August 16th. And it's about 3 best friends that get invited to a kissing party, and they don't know how to kiss, so they use the dad's drone to spy on the neighbors, and when that goes downhill, they come up with a plan to retrieve it before the dad gets home.
I saw the trailer for the movie. It looks hilarious. When's the movie set to drop, by the way?
It comes out August 16th.
August 16th. So tell me, how'd you prepare for a role like this?
It was actually like kind of hard because like I didn't want to cuss at first, but then my mom told me like it's just acting, but that was when I was younger, but I'm fine with it now because look what I just filmed. So yeah.
And I know you're looking at your mom like, you said You say it's okay, but. So besides maybe the character being a little bit with the cursing is out of your character, what else? Tell me what else about the character, how you had fun developing it.
Because I loved his personality. Like me and him have like the exact same personality. So yeah.
And what about your coworkers? How was that working with them?
It was super fun. Like they're super nice. Yeah. And we like clicked just when we met each other. Like yeah.
And when you were filming scenes, what was kind of like a scene that you took away that you're just like, I'm really proud of that? Like what scene was kind of like a high point in the movie for you?
My favorite scene?
Yeah.
Probably the scene that me and Jacob Tremblay filmed together when I like encourage him to go to the kissing party and get his girlfriend or whatever. So.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious. So we know that you can definitely do comedy. We know that you have a face for the camera. What's next for you? What are you looking to do?
I'm still looking, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What would you like to do?
I would love, like, in like acting wise.
Yeah.
I would love to like either get on the show called Chilling Adventures of Sabrina or Riverdale.
Riverdale. I could see you on Riverdale. You would be a natural.
Thank you so much.
Well, casting agents, if you're listening, you have your new lead for Riverdale. Thank you so much for talking with us.